Hola. Yoinks. No hay tiempo de explicaciones, hay una historia que salvar. Porque me voy a ir. Y ya de por sí no he hecho directo desde hace quién sabe cuántos años. De historia de ZZZ. Estoy un poco jodido, no te lo voy a negar. No, o sea, un poco no, muchísimo. Y deja tú, tampoco he hecho evento de Genshin Impact. Estoy peor. Voy a morir. Por lo tanto, hay que hacer rush. Claro, lo que significa rush porque me voy a ir un momento. Demasiado tiempo. Y esto no está bien. The fuck am I? Quita. ¿Qué pasa acá? Sí, no he jugado, perdóname. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
We've got new stock in today. Come take a look.
Gracias. Solo falta lo último. Bueno, historia time. Hay que correr. ¿Ustedes qué? Una puñada, obviamente. Genial. Tenemos 30 deseos. Yo. Yo. Estoy no avanzando la historia. Let's go. Ah, más de 4. Let's go. F, ya no lo tengo. ¡Vámonos! Hola, mi Yoko, ¿qué hace? Iba a decir tu hermana. Tu hermana está revisando un mensaje con una expresión muy seria que parece de que sí, otro trabajo complicado de la vista. Tu instrucción de proxy te dice que debes darle la vuelta e irte inmediatamente. Belle, ya es justo a tiempo. Puta madre. Ha llegado un mal momento. Hace poco la cara me envió un mensaje que decía llámame cuando te reúnas con tu hermana. Y los comunicados oficiales de la cara siempre se acaban convirtiendo en presagios de cosas importantes. ¿Qué tal si te llamamos ahora? Ok. Descripción procesada, Ok.
Hey kids, I trust you've been well.
Bien.
Miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Wi-Fi Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine the air quality there isn't so great.
La aire de la ciudad tampoco es mucho mejor, ¿sabes?
The city's air isn't great, but the real concern is the miasma still spreading through Wi-Fi Peninsula. Do you have any plans to handle it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries before diving into the main topic.
Oh.
But enough small talk. I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the danger still posed by the exaltists. Miasma is a natural byproduct within the hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects than ordinary ether. That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon. But the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
Siento que me pasó una
It's
idea.
because of the exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices, which has caused miasma to spread rampantly within the hollow.
Eso no es bueno.
That's right. From thwarting the exaltists' plan to seize control of Wi-Fi Peninsula to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the exaltists' influence in the region.
Somos la cabra. Pero a raíz del problema,
The exaltists' actions are still harming the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula. And the miasma in Lemnian Hollow shows no sign of letting up.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer, Ferox, secretly allied with the Exaltists to carry out unlawful Hollow experiments, seriously endangering the safety and interests of Waifei Peninsula's citizens.
Oh boy, ¿quién lo hubiese imaginado?
I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Waifei Peninsula have been significantly restricted.
Genial, entonces vamos a hacer lo que
But
queramos.
investigations and operations by the city government in Waifei Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in. A
¿Quién?
defense force unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Waifei Peninsula over the past few days, imposing temporary military control to investigate Porcelumex and contain the Exaltist threat.
¿Por qué no apareció repentinamente?
The Defense Force wasn't involved with the issues in Waifei Peninsula before. So why'd they show up now?
Waifei Peninsula is a key porcelain production area, after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Besides protecting the city, everyone is eager to claim a bigger share of the wealth and influence it provides.
Oh, como no se hubiese sido en
Major
México.
General Lorenz is no easygoing man. Ruthless would be the mildest way to describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources, he has a close personal relationship with Porcelumex's other co-chief executive officer, Lucro, and the two often work together. With Ferox's downfall, Lucro secured Lorenz's support by offering him a share of Waifei Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General would greatly benefit his dealings within TOPS.
Sounds like a power struggle between TOPS and the Defense Force. But where exactly is this opportunity to take out the Exaltist remnants?
¿Quién sabe?
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Waifei Peninsula. Of course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, but with Porcelumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests.
A ver, siempre ha sido una dispuesta de intereses.
I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. That's why neither the city government nor Yunque's summit can act directly this time. But for you, Faithin,
Eso era que el protagonista suba al escenario.
Yes, Faithin. A legend among proxies. An outlaw of the underground. The last disciple of a secret research institute. Mayor Mayflower's wondrous right hand. The one who saved the Void Hunter from the brink of collapse. It's my time to shine again, right?
to be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. It's time for the protagonist to take the stage. I spotted the name Obel Squad on the Defense Force's unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trustworthy source of support. Their commanding officer this time is Miss Isolda, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists in Porcelumex. I assume you're already well acquainted with her.
Un
So
poco.
we'll be taking part in the operation against the Exaltists as proxies working with the Defense Force?
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force's operational report. You'll be introduced as Special Holotech Advisors and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations during your visit with the Defense Force.
Genial.
Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult-to-remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come in handy. Though I have to say, the ones you came up with a moment ago did sound a lot cooler.
¿O no empieza sobre la profesora?
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission, but we still didn't make any real headway.
Ni yo.
There's still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit. I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolda in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolda and Obel Squad. Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again, I wish you the best of luck.
Para adelante. Hay que acabar con el problema de la Asamblea de Salvación y el Ministerio de Defensa. Parece que este trabajo tampoco va a ser fácil. Espero no toparme con ningún asunto complicado. Vamos a topar un asunto complicado, pero esta vez podemos volver a cooperar con el batallón nuevo. Seguro que número 11 y Gatillo se alegra mucho de verte, ¿no crees? Naturalmente, también hay algunas amistades nuevas. Pero antes de ponernos en marcha, debemos saludar a Maestra Chi, Yuan y a los demás, ¿no te parece? Vamos a agarrar más la situación de posible y puede haber riesgo. Ah, maestra, ¿cómo has estado? Ay, estás aquí. No pongas esa cara de sorpresa como diciendo, la maestra Shi es capaz de ver el futuro. La calle se puso en contacto conmigo con alteración, eso es todo. Así que viniste por eso, ¿no? El Pinecoyunco y la calle mantiene una buena relación y no es todo conveniente entrometerse en los asuntos de Ministerio de Defensa. Así que no tuvo más opción que pedirme que actuaran mis discípulos. Déjamelo a mí. Dejar el templo en evidencia es de lo menos. O sea, Zambea de celebraciones es astuta y peligrosa. Y el Ministerio de Defensa es muy arrogante. Además, todavía no ha terminado tu aprendizaje, así que no puedo permitir por cada los dos a la vez. Por lo tanto, debes actuar con sumo cuidado. Antes de ofrecer ayuda a los demás, tienes que garantizar tu propia seguridad. Ok. Bueno, el templo Suivian no va a moverse de aquí. Quédate esta noche a descansar, después podrás ir tranquilamente hacer lo que tengas que hacer. Y recuerda, si te metes en problemas ahí fuera, solo tienes que decir mi nombre. Ok. Ok, lo pienso. Vamos a poner en modo historia. El Ministerio de Defensa ha enviado un mensaje. Mañana por la mañana vamos a reunirnos con el batallón de vuelos en unas coordenadas ubicadas en la cavidad. Mira. ¿Es el estilo del ejército? Exacto, el Ministerio de Defensa espera que nos unamos al batallón de vuelos durante la operación y que cuando terminemos regresemos junto al campamento del Ministerio de Defensa. He oído que es para que nos integremos mejor al batallón de vuelos, así como poner en prueba la capacidad de misalla especial de la Kaide. Tras una tabla ajustada del sistema SHDD, ya está prácticamente listo. Tú descansa y prepárate para la operación de mañana. Dulces sueños. A mimir. No entres dócilmente a esa buena noche. Capítulo 3 de la temporada 2. Ah, ok. En tu ser conformado por impuestos, pulsos tecnológicos, señales digitales y recuerdos de magas. Oh.
The Hollow hit City Center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid.
Espérate.
This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup! Obsidian Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup!
Fall back, Orpheus!
Fall back. No. No. We have to kill it. Whatever it takes.
Get back! I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone. We can still save them. And the civilians, they're right behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back!
So, is this the end? Revenge. Against what? The Hollow? Against everything. I've already lost everything.
Captain? Captain Magus? Nagus? Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory module.
So, were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the meta school to enlist, Orphe.
What can I say? My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty. And stop eavesdropping on me.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep talking again. But given how you're always right behind me, it's kinda hard not to overhear.
It's not sleep talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus. I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Still, it's strange. I actually overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. Feels like some kind of bad omen.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Ok. Capitana Magas, Orfia, llega aquí un buen rato esperándolas. Dejar un francotirador esperando el refuerzo que hizo y poner a Orfia como soldado del asalto es una idea horrible. Y si ha sido tú quien me ha levantado tarde. Ya te he dicho que estuve haciendo una autoridad que no es imprescindible. Vamos, no pasa nada, que un francotirador se ponga en posición con atención para cubrir a sus compañeros también forma parte de su responsabilidad, ¿no? Se mejor darnos prisa y ir a reunión antes de que la coronel critique el batallón óvulos por llegar tarde, bro. Batallón óvulos, reunión. Saludos, Capitana Magas. 911 es capaz de mantener esta actitud tan seria y solemne sin importar el tiempo que pase. Desde luego es un soldado excepcional. Entonces yo no soy un soldado excepcional. Después tú también eres una soldado. Después, si te unías a los Boy Scouts, seguro que serías una miembro honorífica. Creo que entre mis recuerdos también hay algo relacionado con los Boy Scouts. Que si no fuera porque tengo que cuidar al viejo Espero, seguro que sí. Capitán, estamos a 12 o 13 infecciones de llegar tarde a la reunión. La cantidad concreta depende de si son infecciones con una o dos manos. Será mejor que vayamos a la reunión en cuanto antes. De lo contrario, en vez de convertirnos en miembros honoríficos, nos van a considerar una apestada y nos van a castigar.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communication hubs within the Hollow. However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations.
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. Colonel.
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Obel Squad.
Yeah. Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obel Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
Va adelante. Momento de matar, ¿no? ¿Te imaginas que nada más son 2 horas de historia? Por favor, que sean nada más 2 horas de historia. Huevón, pues.
The Exaltists have long plagued Life Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Blitz Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis. Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Oye.
Obel Squad reporting in. We are at the target Hola.
Va.
Blitz Squad, in position.
Agent Squad, report your position. Do you copy?
Copy, Captain Maggie. Agents reporting in.
We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad 3 o'clock.
Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Must be someone pretty important if they've got Obel Squad handling the pickup.
They're very powerful, but also a very nice person.
Pero gatillo.
So what sort of person are they exactly?
Let's save the chit-chat for after the mission. Stay focused on the battle. The envoy and escort team are inside the building up ahead.
Sí, me di cuenta. Me gusta la cola.
By the way, why are we meeting inside the Hollow?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know our partners in live combat scenarios rather than listening to someone introduce them. At least, that's what Colonel Isolde said.
You're making me sound like I'm some unreasonable, clueless kid or something.
Really? I just hope the captain doesn't end up chewing out the envoy later.
Pero pues, gracias. Hola, buenas.
We successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolde's intel report. Captain Magus, this is the Special Hollow Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations, as well as the...
Wait, didn't Isolde say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about here?
You
can call me Lord Phaethon. Okay, I'm kidding. I thought that might lighten the mood a little. Just call me Proxy.
So this is the amazing Miss Phaethon that Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Phaethon they mentioned, right?
Trigger was definitely talking about the renowned Miss Phaethon.
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned. For villains, it would be...
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with Obel Squad. I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld, like you.
Gracias, magas. Eso es genial.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret. I have to admit, that sounds pretty cool.
Sure, I've heard stories of your accomplishments, but don't mistake that for me seeing you as a hero. Everyone walking the city has their own purpose, especially someone with a complicated background like you. But I hope your goals won't interfere with Obel's mission, or violate the Defense Force's principles. Otherwise...
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same side.
I hope so.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission. After all, we're still deep inside the Hollow, surrounded by exaltists.
Regardless of your position, if you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon will play in this operation. As an expert Hollow guide, or a proxy, Phaethon will use the current map intel and Hollow data to chart the most efficient route for us, Obel Squad. At the same time, we'll provide cover for Phaethon as the proxy collects Hollow data and monitors the changes and activity of the miasma.
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with no combat experience really handle such an operation?
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat experience working alongside Trigger and Soldier 11. Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proxy. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
If no other squad members or Isolde have any objections, that wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
Okay. Let's go. Buenas, ¿cómo has estado?
There are more enemies than we expected.
Agent Squad, report your status! Agent Squad, come in!
The enemy reinforcements just keep coming!
Split Squad is pinned down! Agent Squad, do you copy?
Hey! Enemy reinforcements spotted to the northwest!
Agent Squad!
Speed and the others should be okay, right?
The fastest way to get comms back is to disable the nearby jamming devices.
¿Qué está pasando, señor? ¿Hola?
We're circling right above the enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target. Aegis Squad has reached the LZ. Split Squad, do you copy? Got you covered. Comms seem to be jammed. Is Seed Senior's comm system still working?
No, the speaker's all buzzy with static.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first, then regroup with the captain ASAP. Holding position.
Oye, perro.
I wonder if the proxy, the envoy and the captain have met up safely.
The area's all clear now! All those annoying pests? Good riddance.
Come in.
Agent Squad, come in!
Agents reporting in! We read you loud and clear, Captain!
We just shut down the enemy's jamming equipment. That was easy.
Aegis Squad, are there any ether transmission terminals inside the control room?
Roger! New objective! Shut down the ether transmission system!
Okay. Nego.
Remote support.
Oh, bueno, buenas.
In position.
The transmission system has been shut down.
Bueno,
Great! That cuts off the supply of my
¿Qué hacen? Ah, bueno.
Next, we eliminate the remaining enemies and head to the meeting point.
Oye, Espero. Ah.
Show them what we've got, Orphe.
Let's provide cover. Yes, Captain Magus.
Burn them all! Blitz Squad has finished clearing out the remaining enemies.
¿Dónde? Oh.
Roger. Aegis Squad has successfully secured a data.
Those things look like coffins. They're kind of creepy.
What?
Huh?
Ok. Pero... Ok. Dale, loco. Ese es mi juego del bambú, ¿no? Gente.
The unknown device.
Gracias.
Now analyzing.
Hola, hace mucho tiempo que no escucho.
Network communication structure detected.
These devices are interconnected, probably forming part of a larger equipment array. By cracking part of the data, we can locate the other devices.
Looks like Proxy's quite the skilled hacker.
You're amazing, Proxy.
Gracias.
Secretly hacking into my brain while I'm asleep. Are you?
Hey, come on. I'm a professional. I have standards.
Communication structure analysis. 50% complete.
Bueno, ¿por qué fue este minijuego aquí puesto? Entonces, pues ha sido más divertido una sección de televisión. Y otra pantalla de carga. ¡Let's go! ¿Qué es esto? Ah. Why?
Those are ether reactors made by Porcelumex. Not gonna lie, they look...
It's our turn to burn.
Ok, no debo de hacer eso. Podemos saltarlo, ¿sabes? No es tanto problema.
This is the only route Blitz Squad can take.
The mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
And thanks to the Envoy for all her hard work, too. You were also amazing in battle. I was just doing my duty.
Hola, persona. Hola.
Seed, you've met them before.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
¿Quién encontró ese mecha?
You're Seed, right? It's been a while. We met briefly during the Porcelumex investigation.
I remember. Oh, Seed Senior says he remembers too. Shh, he's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you himself.
Okay.
But according to Seed Senior, you're someone who can be trusted. Someone worth trusting.
Okay, felicidades.
Well, to be honest, it was Trigger and Soldier 11 who told Seed Senior first. And then Seed Senior told me.
¿Quién es el viejo esposo?
Seed Senior? Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct. Totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles like mechs. You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be quite knowledgeable in this field.
Okay.
Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
Técnicamente.
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical school.
Sounds like a lie.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
Tú tampoco estás para ver 911.
The Defense Force, or rather, Obel Squad's comms channel, always seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
Birds of a feather flock together, as they say.
The proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both Seeds and Soldier 11's wavelength at the same time. I have to say, you really are something special.
Eso no es nada especial, es simplemente acomodarse ante los demás. Es como decirte, huevón, ¿de qué hablas?
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier 11 intelligent constructs too?
¿Quién sabe?
Still, winning over these girls might be easy. But as the commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield here. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltists' main base and the research data you were looking for, Proxy.
The most efficient way to move such a large amount of supplies in a short time would be through spatial fissures. The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. They must have access to fissure coordinates that the Defense Force doesn't know about. But no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Epicardo.
Phaethon's scales are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than a carrot.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway, you're confident you can catch up with them, right?
Eso es cierto, lo que dice Maga es muy misterioso. No escaparán.
I got this.
Ah, bueno.
Inside those devices, those are all sacrifices?
Seed, confirm the number of enemies.
Locking onto hostile targets. There's 8 in total. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Now we're all clear.
Mira yo.
Oh. Squad. All enemies eliminated.
Ok. Acompañado por los estruendos pasos de la maquinaria pesada y unos gritos histéricos, Espero trae consigo los prisioneros de la asamblea de celebración. Vaya.
The rambling old man is a little Seed's trophy.
The final sacrifice is about to begin.
How can swirling dust compete with a blazing fire?
Soy villanesco.
Do all the Exaltists talk like this? It's really hard to understand.
No, es muy fácil de entender. No saben qué es comunicación normal.
Seed, make him shut up.
Foolish unbelievers!
Tampoco lo tienes que matar, ¿sabes?
Hey, Seed Senior. You gotta be careful with how you treat prisoners.
They've done more than enough harm. Being gentle isn't exactly a priority.
Esa es la historia de la asamblea de celebración.
What sets these Exaltists apart from typical villains is their fanatical devotion to the Creator. That often drives them to act unpredictably, even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason. The miasma remains essential to them. If we follow that trail, it could very well be the weakness that brings them down.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison corrupting New Eridu, aiding and abetting its destruction. Let's see if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers!
Genial. Cámate, Sargento Magas.
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty. Many innocent civilians were deceived into joining. In other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military grade high energy lasers.
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending them? I know how to throw around grand quotes too. Like no snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible.
Hostia!
You're awfully sympathetic towards these scumbags. Perhaps because you're one of them?
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon. Specifically, the section designated for Magus.
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught us, Captain Magus.
I don't consider them a comrade. At least not yet.
Okay. Razonable.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other, or simply partners with our own suspicions, let's stick to our duties, Captain Magus.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Phaethon.
There's a critical piece of intel that needs our immediate attention.
¿Cuál
What
es?
just emerged from the Obscura is a bioweapon created by the Exaltists, known as a sacrifice. These Obscura, and the factories that produce them, are scattered throughout Lemnian Hollow.
No, not just Lemnian Hollow. According to the data from Porcelumex and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of Obscura placed throughout Wi-Fi Peninsula. Over 300 of them.
Perdona?
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian Division could deal with that many.
The entire Obsidian Division would just end up as monster food.
Genial,
Have to get this information to Command immediately. The Exaltists' actions may be far more dangerous than we had anticipated.
Oh, no es tan grande.
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energy, there's still no solid evidence to confirm that the sacrifices and Obscura are directly connected. The Obscura devices I saw in Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice energy either. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether. There's no way the Exaltists have access to such an immense supply of ether and miasma.
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long ago.
Yeah. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful.
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest virtue?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
The proxy has a point. But there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Wi-Fi Peninsula. We need to organize thorough inspections and patrols as soon as possible.
Razonable.
Obsidian Division has already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow. Those Exaltist rats will soon meet their end.
Habrá que tener cuidado por si lanza un último contraataque.
Fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious. Everyone, stay sharp and proceed with caution.
After spending over a decade in the military, I understand that all too well.
What Captain Magus meant to say was, thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
That's not what I meant!
Mira, la Sundere. Ah, hace mucho tiempo que no te veo. Los soldados han empezado a ponerse en marcha. Tienen que proteger la ceremonia de Reverdor. Todo sea por poder tener un encuentro con nuestro señor. Todo sea por el creador honorable Sara. Pero el Ministerio de Defensa es muy poderoso y nosotros hemos sufrido pérdidas muy graves últimamente. Así que con la capacidad que disponemos en este momento, nuestra misión no es conseguir victoria, sino ganar tiempo. Los sacrificios son inevitables. Afortunadamente, el Ministerio de Defensa no ha venido para cumplir con su deber. Si el Reverdor consigue completar la ceremonia, habremos ganado. Que el creador te refine. Que el creador te refine. Waifu. Pero mala waifu. ¿Qué diablos hay aquí? Nada, ok. Pantalla de carga, let's go. El radar de obsidiana se ha apropiado temporalmente de pasar marítimo pausada para campamento provisiones. Este lugar es base de nuestras últimas operaciones. No hay que parece, pero hay más gente de lo habitual. Probablemente se trata de un despliegue para alguna operación. En fin, sea mejor que primero que vayamos a informar y sobre los resultados. Vamos a ver acá. No te preocupes por mí. Me gusta cómo ríe Sporos. O sea, me gusta mucho, pero como que no me llama la atención como simplemente es ella, principalmente. Yo quiero el robot. Me gusta mucho visualmente cómo está vestida ella. Ah.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Obo's squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltus lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. And just like all those rumors on Internet.
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Pero Magas. Help!
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the Hollow. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists.
Puede ser.
By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obel? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
Déjame pensar.
I have to think about that. I remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers?
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me. And her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
No me provoques.
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
You...
Alright, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Eso va a tener repercusiones después. O sea, sí me spoilé algo, pero no quiero decirlo. Pero tiene repercusiones. Y al mismo tiempo me causó un montón de felicidad el hecho que haya un personaje, a medias, que haya un poco de conflicto con el protagonista. Porque es como decirte, no, todos son bien maravillosos con el protagonista. Está guay tener a alguien que literalmente diga, no me caes bien, no me caes bien.
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
Calmada.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
No se va para interrogarme, ¿no?
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Tengo un mal presentimiento.
Relax. I'll be with you.
Vamos. A ver, ¿cómo se ve?
Sir, your guests have arrived.
¿Por qué hablas como villano?
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of...
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Wi-Fi Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly.
Cállate, viejo.
This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Holo Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Bell.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Bell.
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple? Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Bell was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. She's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Bell is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Holo experts and personally by the mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance. So I'm afraid I can't escort Bell to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration.
No se preocupe. sé dónde está la comida buena.
Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Bell's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the mayor and Yunquay Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Waifei Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Madam Ambassador.
De nada. Puto. Bueno, siento mucho que a pesar que haya venido a ayudar haya sufrido este procedimiento. Cuando estoy trabajando para el ejército es inevitable que haya muchos cheques e inconvenientes. El mayor general Retz fue un solo condecorado durante la caída de la antigua capital 11 años atrás. Después de aquello se convirtió en un líder y desde entonces su forma actual es bastante arrogante. Estaría mintiendo si dijera que me gusta su estilo, pero actuando a sus órdenes ha conseguido muchas oportunidades y ventajas que me han permitido crear la verdad sobre lo que ocurrió durante la caída de la antigua capital. ¿Qué pasó? Mejor dicho, sobre el motivo por el cual mi batallón sufrió una derrota aquella vez, Magas tampoco ha dejado de dar vueltas. Me estoy yendo por las ramas, en fin, no hace falta que te preocupes, tanto el batallón Obreros como los soldados de la brigada obsidiana harán todo lo que esté en sus manos para protegerte. Ok.
Oh?
Yo he escuchado todo. Ah, es que los demás escondidas. Soy la persona que literalmente aparece de las sombras y dice jejeje. Hace ya un rato que he detectado presencia, además no he dicho nada malo de tus espaldas. Pues ese Paxi, nuestra querida Paxi, qué bueno ya tiene ese Paxi. Bruh. Hola. Bueno. Eso es cierto, no me causa problemas. Pobrecita.
Captain, Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
Estoy bien, huevón.
There's significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
¿Tanto de salvarme?
With you already calling me the villain, I figured I'd better get good at dodging torture.
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Temporarily restricting the Proxy's movements and communications? What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious Phaethon locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just...
That's terrible!
No me digas que piensas que esto es genial, gatillo.
What a shame. I never thought the legendary proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Bruh.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics. My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the squad.
No creo que esto fuera lo que pretendían.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
Como que, ok, recibió 50 visualizaciones. Ok.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy.
A ver.
Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Este tipo.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Perfia.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
Que te limita la comunicación y libertad de movimiento es todo bastante molesto. Para menos puedes usar HDD para contactar con Wise y Ada sin llamar la atención del Ministerio de Defensa. Justamente estaba pensando en eso. Precisamente toca la revisión de equipamiento de Tenaya de batallones que ven. Tú también. De verdad, Capitán Vargas, ¿está de acuerdo? Garantizar la fiabilidad de los dispositivos de personal técnico también es muy importante, porque si puedes venir si quieres. Aunque tuviera alguno, no podía repararlo. Aunque no puedo explicar exactamente por qué dispositivos encima, así que no todo algo. Siento que ya encima algún aparato que me resulta muy familiar. No te preocupes, porque si algunas veces puedo decir cosas un poco raras, es muy fiable cuando se trata de tecnología de equipamientos. Chop. Cállate. Pero si no más que una revisión itineraria, para que sí déjate de dudas. Bruh. ¿Qué pasa acá?
This is the path I follow.
Only the... My loyalty lies with the winner.
Ah, conseguí el este. Ah.
Looking for intel?
Ready for...
Do you want me to...
If you need help, call me anytime.
Don, don, don. Me gusta más esta la versión monocromática me gusta más.
Eradicate all evil.
La agua esta, no te la voy a negar. Bueno, como sea. Sigamos. Mercury. Presente. Sí, señora. Buco dental. Ella sabe algo.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as her sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Eso es cierto. Es un momento.
Alright, you two, enough arguing. I'm just the pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, first assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Bell can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my eye implants in the Hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Bell, just like always.
Como siempre.
And leave clearing out the Hollow to me and Noble Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Bell.
¿Qué diablos dijiste este huevón? Oh. Yo me encargo de ropa de bambú. Facilito.
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed.
Ay, la madre.
Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma. Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms? They're coming closer. And they're armed! We're under attack! Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. More at 5 o'clock. Oh, is it the Exaltis troops in disguise? No. They emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive. What the Are we seeing the dead in broad daylight? Ethereal or monster, just take them down! Reporting in. We've got casualties. We've got another wave of hostiles closing in on the right. We need backup! It's just as the Overseer said. Even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator!
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Madres.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The
The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule.
Vaya por Dios. Parece obra del miasma. O sea... Ok, eso se puso muy turbio de repente. Eso es de...
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
No es capaz de ignorar su relación con él.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Murphy, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
Oh, se me puso los ojos en blanco.
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunquei Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus!
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
Va adelante.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy, and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please, don't betray the trust that people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, Obel never fails a mission.
Va adelante. Tras obtener información sobre los soldados de la miasma y el segundo destruirá la base clave de la asamblea de observación. Tienes que ponerte en marcha en cuanto lo tengan todo listo. La clave es una búsqueda de aprovechar todas las oportunidades para actuar. Al ataque, loco. ¿Vamos a estar divididos en dos? Dun, dun. Ah.
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltists' main base.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Obel Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me, when I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there?
Bro. Buena impresión.
Thugs blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our Master's return.
Oh!
Get behind me! Target locked. Time to pin them down. Support in position.
Aim for the head, Senior.
What the?
Okay.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obel Squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
¿Cómo te están bajo el mando de Mayor General?
These idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltists to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right. And we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltists' attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flank so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltists' main base.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important? I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Oye, calmado, loco.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to...
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Espero tampoco te pases de lanza. O sea, yo también quiero hacer eso, pero no te pases de lanza.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist base been completely cleared?
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. They can't even handle something this simple properly. Obel soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. Obel, gear up and get ready.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Bro.
It'll be A-okay.
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
These second-rate troops sure are surprisingly good at messing things up. Who would ever call this an ambush?
Oh.
Oh?
La gente como está. Oh.
Elite targets have appeared.
Elite targets. Just the kind of fight Obel Squad's been waiting for.
Not over yet! This is your LeviaTeku!
Ether vision activate.
Flash attack!
Punk.
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Huh? Hola?
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hola. In person?
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said. You're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you is...
El señor Lucro.
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the Porcelumic Safety Inspection Reception Banquet.
A reception banquet? For a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
Magas.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Ah, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Yo creo que sí.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This young lady is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
Así que recuerdas que se me dice, Malagas.
I'm just doing my duty. Please, the title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to.
Pero calmado, Olfia.
Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
Ok. La razón por la que están
This
aquí.
place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. One of Porcelumex's executives previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the Defense Force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness. Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obol's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Alrededor, el Ministerio de Defensa ha aplicado el anzuelo que preparamos. Eso es, están perdiendo el tiempo de nimiedades, y estos estúpidos sargentos se creen que han conseguido suficientes méritos. A partir de ahora no van a desplegar sus fuerzas para imponerse en nuestras operaciones, aunque el precio a pagar no es más que un sacrificio necesario, morirá por su fe alrededor. Además, los soldados que invocaste desde el inframundo también han sido de gran ayuda. Soldados matándose entre sí, qué crueldad. Pero si es por un objetivo adecuado, tu servicio y el mío también podrían ser necesarios. Naturalmente, si el mayor bien es un encuentro con el Creador. Sé que tienes otro objetivo, pero vas a despejar el camino para ver el Creador, ¿verdad, Revelador? Yo también me siento como si me perdiese con la frecuencia al recorrer este camino, pero esos ruidos que llegan a mis oídos son verdaderos. Pero esa, tras alcanzar mi objetivo, te ayuda a despejar el camino hacia el Creador. En ese caso, incluso tu sacrificio y el mío podrían ser necesarios. Pero Fighter se encuentra entre las filas del Ministerio de Defensa. Es un hueso muy duro de roer y no va a quedarse de brazos cruzados. Además, ese batallón de élite también nos está causando muchos problemas. Me he dado cuenta, esa joven es un factor un tanto imprevisto, pero ya tengo planeado el curso de su historia. No les conduzcas a un callejón sin saber, a menos que sea absolutamente necesario. Seguro que tus planes obedecen a algún motivo. Que el Creador nos refine. Ah, ahí está el ayudante de mayor. Hola, loca. ¿Quién más está aquí? No puedo hablar contigo. No puedo hablar contigo. No puedo hablar con ustedes. Pues acá. Vale, una cara nueva, no veo que ya nos refuerce, supongo que es un miembro del esfuerzo de batallón obrero, como se llame, ¿no? Es brillante sobre el mayor general y su ayudante nos hemos hecho fácilmente con la victoria. Aunque ustedes no se hayan llevado el mérito, también ha sido de ayuda. Quedarte en silencio. Oye, ¿a qué vienes acá? ¿Estás celebrando la victoria? ¿No estás haciendo fiestas, quieres? No quiero rebatir los hechos porque quiero saber qué está pasando. Me voy a avisar especial, me quedé esperando aquí expresamente para verte regresar a salvo con mis propios ojos. Yo no soy nada importante. Es una joven muy pero si eres capaz de participar en operaciones de Ministerio de Defensa y representación de acá, es una figura muy influyente en el gobierno de la ciudad. Esta vez hemos podido recuperar los activos de Porcelumens gracias al apoyo de las tropas ideadas por el mayor general. Era una cantidad considerable de Porcelumens que Ferox le había entregado a la Asamblea de Salvación. El mayor general y yo nos conocemos desde hace mucho tiempo. Aunque tiene un carácter difícil, es un socio muy fiable. No digo que sea un comerciante brillante que valora los beneficios, y sé que el mayor general y tú tienen opiniones encontradas en algunos aspectos. Por eso no Pero eso no impide que podamos colaborar en el futuro. Confío en cooperar con alguien como tú ofrece un gran valor potencial. Naturalmente, me complace saber que has vuelto sin problemas. Sobre las arcas oscuras de la ciudad. Algunos miembros de la población son concretamente Ferox y su brillante decisión. Datos llegadas a la asamblea de la celebración en el pasado. Pero ya tapamos a Ferox y este tipo tan miserable. Y aunque sus sobrinos subieron a hacer una cavidad, también los atrapados gracias a la ayuda del mayor general, así que posiblemente ya no tienen ningún tipo de relación con grupos al margen de la ley. Curioso. InDesign se ha actualizado. Puta madre, no sabía que se está actualizando cosas. Bueno, sigamos adelante. En cuanto a este dispositivo de experimentación llamados arcos oscuros, aunque son productos de la grabación de interferos y asamblea de salvación, no sé muy bien qué utilidad tienen. Sé que las fabricaron con Porcelumex y que valen una fortuna y que son propiedad de la compañía. Cuando la tropa del Ministerio de Defensa termina de comprobar el riesgo que suponen las arcas oscuras, recuperamos una a una. El riesgo que supone Así es, el coronel Isolde mencionó que con un informe que las arcas oscuras suponen un riesgo extremo, incluso dio la orden de organizar a los ciudadanos para acuerdos de la península Wi-Fi y pasajeros de peligro. Si se trata de algo tan peligroso, creo que va siendo hora de que yo también me vaya a península Wi-Fi. Por favor, ten mucho cuidado. Ok. Hay algo mal. Sé que tienes tiempo libre de esta gente. Acabamos de hacernos con la victoria y ya están probando una fiesta de celebración. ¿Qué piensa hacer el Ministerio de Defensa? ¿Qué pensamos hacer? No tenemos ningún plan. El mayor general cree que ya hemos eliminado a los principales miembros de la Asamblea de Salvación y hemos despejado su campamento base. La victoria es nuestra. ¿De qué hacerse con la victoria de fuerza resultado es tan sencillo? ¿Qué pasa con las arcas oscuras de la ciudad? Pues si tú te has enfrentado más veces a la Asamblea de Salvación, así que los conoces mejor. Pero la obsidiana no puede emplear más tiempo ni tropas en una mera organización ilegal. En cuanto a las arcas oscuras, la coronel suele valorar mucho nuestros informes con respecto a las amenazas de los servicios. Ya estamos organizando la evacuación de los ciudadanos de la península Wi-Fi. Antes de completar la evacuación de los ciudadanos, vamos a quedarnos aquí haciendo guardia para garantizar su seguridad. No nos iremos hasta terminar de investigar las arcas oscuras. Gracias a las órdenes de Isolde, fuimos capaces de obtener la ubicación de todas estas arcas oscuras antes de la batalla. ¿Ya sabía? Hemos decidido tomarnos un descanso, así que no hace falta que estés tan nervioso, ¿no crees? Vamos a volver a la tienda de campaña. ¿Nos quieres acompañar? Ok.
Everyone! The Exaltis, the threat that plagued the peninsula, have been wiped out under our thunderous assault. Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before. Give it up for yourselves, soldiers! Cheer for victory!
Te vi todos entre los soldados ahí reunidos.
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Lorenz!
I hate to be that girl, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
Piensa de ajedrez.
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltist leaders are still on the loose. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will still be a threat until they're taken out. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Ishu and Shifu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
¿Sabemos quién es Sara?
Ishwan, High Preceptor of Yunquai Summit. I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Oh.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy, and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Sr. would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
I understand. Obel Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
Pero como Phaeton, no tengo derecho a quedarme de brazos cruzados. Tengo que poner amistad especial. El oficial me ha hablado que te transmito un mensaje. Dice que una persona muy importante de TOPS va a hacerte una visita. Una persona muy importante de TOPS. Desconozco los detalles y identidad de esta persona, así que te ruego que acudas presencialmente. Oh. ¡Ey, pana! ¡Hola! ¿Cómo está, Damian? Acá anoche te reúnes con Damian e informas sobre las acciones de Lucro.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltis stock of Porcelume, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another.
Hostia.
I have no place in TOPS any longer, and the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
Eso también corre peligro.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive.
Es un hijo de puta, pero es como un hijo de puta que me agrada.
Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunque's summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out.
Yo sé que hasta cierto punto me estás utilizando, pero al mismo tiempo no me puede caer mal Damian.
Stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Es una lástima.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. But if it's just to keep you safe...
It's all right. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
Por si separar una pequeña figura aparece de un salto a sus espaldas.
I'm the savior he was talking about. It's funny, most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
¿El auditorio Krampus?
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS?
It does. That's all right. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if a company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
Por eso TOPS mantiene una posición privilegiada.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
A ver. Espero que sea realmente observadora.
Though he isn't really a friend, I do sort of get Damien's style. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who never crosses the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes.
De nada, gracias.
I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus.
Espero que no.
And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Miss Bell.
Ya mi luego se da vuelta y se va de seguida de cerca por Damien. A pesar de su pequeña estatura, su presencia es tan imponente que casi consigue eclipsar al desaliñado Damien que permanece a su lado. Ya está, así que voy a mi tienda a descansar. ¡Mi pana! Consiguió waifu, mi pana. No sé por qué lo shippé de repente. Gatillo. Después, todavía no es hora de irse a dormir. Después iremos a venir personalmente a invitarte a participar en nuestra operación de combate nocturno especial. ¿Dónde están los enemigos? Sí que no lo sabrás, por sí. Shh, tenemos que actuar en silencio y con sigilo, igual que un francotirador. Espero que Gatillo se acerca sigilosamente detrás de Orphea y de pronto lanza un ataque sorpresa.
Soldier Orphea!
You two again? Now you have the proxy as an accomplice too?
Yo puedo hacer todo el día. Soy inocente, loco, no sé de qué hablas.
You've got it all wrong, Orphea. I had no idea those two were planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her up.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostics?
Is Orphea more worried about waking the captain, or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some prohibited items?
No sé por qué me está gustando mucho la voz de los polos.
Excuse me! First of all, my concern for the captain is absolutely genuine. Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to declare all snacks as prohibited.
Oh. Then why doesn't Orphea protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphea has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphea doesn't want us to tell the captain...
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with us?
Seed and Trigger are robbing me again!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphea.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility.
Yo soy muy ocupado de los objetivos.
Special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me in!
Los esposos de Gatillo, quien han tenido en buscar a Orphea, regresan al campamento de batalla justo cuando te dispones a marcharte. Orphea te llama.
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's about the captain.
¿Te escucho?
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the captain for her bad attitude toward you during the mission. But there's a reason why the captain acted that way.
Confío en ti tanto como tú confías en Magas.
I trust that you know the captain, Orphea. Otherwise, why would you trust? Come to think of it, you and Magus make a pretty unique team. A soldier paired with an intelligent weapon construct.
An intelligent construct? No, the captain is more than that. Can I trust you, Proxy?
Depende. Depende. Claro. Depende. ¿Realmente quieres compartir esa información? ¿Realmente quieres hablarlo? ¿Realmente quieres difundirlo hacia otra persona? Esa es mi pregunta y esa es mi cuestión. ¿Realmente quieres expresar esto? Si es así, claro. Si no es así, no lo hagas. Pero bueno, claro.
Just like you trust Captain Magus.
I'm just a gunner. A soldier here to support Captain Magus. Orphea, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they would comfort me. If Captain Magus and the others were here. But no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission. In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldiers. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant. That legendary soldier's military code name was Magus. The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call her soul. Even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing? Or a curse? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life. But Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me, Orphe, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special, you're one of a kind. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust, they all proved one thing. I'm nothing special. They all told me I'm just a pathetic, tragic person. But you all keep telling me over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphe.
Hay una razón por la cual se dice que cada persona es única. O yo lo que creo más específicamente, no lo que se dice, sino lo que creo. Porque si ponemos un test de personalidad de todos los que hay alrededor de las... ¿Eran 24? No me acuerdo. De todas las personalidades, vas a ver que hay mucha gente que está dentro de ese rango de capacidad, de ese rango de quién eres tú. Pero si eso nomás define quién eres tú, entonces técnicamente todos somos un producto de masa que literalmente está en base a te tocó esta personalidad, te tocó esta personalidad, te tocó esta personalidad. Lo cual es decir un punto en clave que todo está generalizado. Y eso es imposible de generalizar porque cada vida es única. ¿Por qué? Porque cada vida tiene una experiencia por la cual ha vivido y ha experimentado. Es decir, tú no que no es especial o única, sí lo eres, pero porque nadie más ha vivido tu vida. Puedes decir, podemos esperar un montón de veces, pero tu vida es la única en la cual tú piensas estas acciones. No todos van a pensar lo mismo. Tal vez te diga, tal vez hay otra persona que cuando le dicen esto, realmente se lo crea, que es especialmente especial. Una persona de su unidad, debido a todas las circunstancias que toma. Y tal vez yo ve como los demás que me ven, posiblemente, que tú dices que te ven con desprecio y te dices y te pones un poco triste. Tal vez yo vea como, es una muestra de que yo estoy vivo. Es una muestra de que yo estoy aquí y que es presencia de que yo soy alguien más de lo que ellos piensan que soy. Entonces, una persona lo podría ver así, otra persona lo puede ver como orfea, o otra persona simplemente puede ser indiferente a todas esas cuestiones. Simplemente dice, es especial, es única, gracias. me da igual. Y sigue con su vida, sigue con lo que demás, sigue con lo que le importa. Y ya está. La razón por la cual todas las personas son especiales es porque cada una ha vivido su vida y nadie puede vivir la vida de alguien más. A menos que te cambien de cuerpo y te pongan directamente en otras cuestiones. Y Magas en esta situación donde literalmente iba a tener un cuerpo, pero que el cuerpo clonado iba a tener su propia estaba creciendo y en parte estaba teniendo una nueva personalidad, una nueva vida. Magas dijo, no, está bien, que tome cuerpo, porque no jodas, técnicamente Magas debía haber estado muerta. Magas debió haber muerto hace mucho tiempo, pero nomás la mantuvieron porque el gobierno militar o la unidad militar simplemente dijo, no podemos desperdiciar talento. En vez de, vamos a entrenar a más soldados para que sean mejores aspectos y fuertes para la confrontación de una cavidad, no, vamos a hacer clones. Como, ok. Y creo que Magas hasta cierto punto acepta el hecho de que se ha convertido en un arma más que una persona, por el simple hecho de que ya estuvo. O sea, yo ya viví mi vida, pero me han extendido la vida y voy a hacer lo máximo que pueda con ser un soldado, porque es lo único que puedo hacer ahora, porque es un arma ahora. Y no sé si está feliz o está mal Magas, porque porque no conozco el lado de Magas. Simplemente estoy haciendo una suposición en cuestión a, esta es mi vida y he aceptado lo que es mi vida. Entonces no sé cómo sería, pero Orphea sí es especial y única por cuestión de que nadie más puede ser tú.
I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your expectations down.
Me están dando ganas de tía por Orphea y Magas.
Rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obel squad and you, the cool proxy.
Creo que sí, esta sí es una queja que voy a tener con todas las historias de Joyoverso. Pero más aquí, más específicamente, porque en Genshin como que no lo siento tan diferente. O sea, porque ya en la historia de viajero está un punto en el cual tú como persona ya eres famoso por todo el casi Teyvat. De una u otra manera. Y puedo entender que mucha gente diga, ese es especial, pero con aquí se siente tan raro porque es como, apenas conozco el proxy, es Bello o Wise, cualquiera de los dos, y ya, es increíble, y es como se siente raro, no te lo voy a negar.
Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destinations.
Alguien puede decir que el destino ya está fijado y tú simplemente estás llegando al destino, pero al mismo tiempo es como... Eso es una manera muy pesimista de ver el resultado final. Porque... siempre me gusta la frase de ese capo que habla sobre Misport, o no sé cuál sería la de Sanderson, pero siempre dice viaje antes de destino. Porque sí, todos pueden llegar al final de una historia, pero todo lo que transcurriste, todo lo que viviste, todo lo que tomaste, todo lo que hiciste durante todo ese camino, nadie te lo va a quitar. Porque es lo que decidiste. Si el destino es final, es simplemente morir y no hay más allá de nada, o sea, no hay un cielo, no hay un infierno, no hay un limbo, no hay un purgatorio, no hay un más allá. Entonces, técnicamente, si lo piensas, tu vida fue bastante patética porque fue un destino. Ya, todos tienen el mismo destino. Por lo tanto, el viaje antes del destino hace referente a que todo esto que viviste es tú. Ella es tú. Y es más que suficiente en ser tú. Y eso es bonito.
As a proxy, you'll lead us to the right place.
Eso espero.
I believe in you, Proxy.
Que rápido confías en mí. Nunca me ha gustado lo tan rápido que confían en el protagonista. Creo que es lo único que no me gusta de esto. Después de una breve interferencia en la señal, de repente me marco cuestiones de vida. Se establece. ¿Has encontrado las coordenadas exactas del punto
Barry,
ciego?
have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete. Transmitting coordinate data to EOS's Carrot module now.
Oh, Belle, finally. The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take them out in one strike.
Tenemos que buscar ayuda de otro modo.
Negative. Lorenza's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. Could you send a message to Ishu and Shifu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Shifu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Bell needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Ishu and Shifu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the defense force find out.
Poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the Defense Force. It's urgent. Come rescue her immediately. P.S. Keep a low profile and avoid any clashes with the Defense Force.
¿No estás exagerando un poco?
Aren't you over-exaggerating a bit?
This concerns the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula. A little exaggeration won't hurt, right?
Eso que espera que Pinocchio y Yunkai acudan su ayuda.
All we can do now is pray that Yunkai Summit sends help soon. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the Hollow, while Lorenz is basking in the limelight. There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now.
A ver. Quintin, de la maestra. Piu piu. De repente tu visión se oscurece, pero no sientes ningún miedo. Pero cuando te das cuenta, ya ves, ya te está llevando por el aire. De sentir tu cuerpo ligero como una pluma que flota en el aire, pasas a notar pesado como una piedra hundiéndose en un lago. Para recobrar los sentidos, ya has llegado a... ¿Es el siempre Suivan?
I think I just had a dream. Am I dreaming? Or is this really Swabian Temple?
My disciple.
Hola.
He told me poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the Defense Force. It's urgent. And that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with them.
Word for word! The message came straight from Junior Bell's brother!
By the way, I'm here too.
Hola.
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw. Shifu, it's time we step in and get an explanation, don't you?
What do you mean by step in? Junior Bell just looks a little dazed, that's all. I don't see any signs of cruel mistreatment.
Esto es una técnica Z de Maestro Shijuan.
Did Ishun Shifu use a technique to bring me to Swabian Temple?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority.
Por favor, no
Given
sea un
how you
villano.
contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Come on, Junior Bell! What happened out there that made you call Shifu for help? Don't worry, you can tell us. We're all here for you.
That's right. All your seniors are here.
Okay.
Cunning as always. Certainly sounds like the Exaltists.
If the Defense Force can't deal with those scoundrels, then we will. When do we set out, Shifu?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Bell get some proper rest first.
Uy. Bueno, más Z todavía está esperándote en la montaña. No puedes dejar que te secuestren. Tienes que reunirte con ella. Últimamente dejo de tener pesadillas. Tengo la sensación que son un mal presagio. Cuando llevo a cabo encargos en zonas donde se concentra mi asma, siempre escucho estos susurros. Por favor, no. Me ocupo por ti, pero también por nuestra hermana. No será un síntoma de corrupción, ¿no? Últimamente la carga de los encargos se te está haciendo demasiado pesada. Por echarte una mano. No te preocupes, aunque si yo se venga abajo, la maestra sigue ahí. Así que no pasa nada. Eso es, seguimos teniendo a la maestra. Por favor, no, que no te pase nada, por favor. Me caes bien. Siento que haya pasado por esto. Será mejor. ¿Qué sé de ti sin mi hermana? ¿Cómo se atreven estos malditos soldados a encerrar a hermana Belle? Creo que lo voy a dejar aquí. Ya es no puedo estar más tiempo aquí. Así que me despido por el momento. Y espero que tengan un bonito día, tarde o noche. Si están estudiando o trabajando, que les vaya muy bien. Si están... dulces sueños. Nos vemos.